walnut needs work. Got a few knots, got a little hump, got some edge problems, got to fix it. Hey folks, Robert Milton coming back at you. This week we have a walnut needs work episode. So you guys know I harp constantly on trying to produce, I got a splinter. Oh well, got it. That I harp constantly. Would the word be nag or be a proponent of doing the best you can with your sawmill to produce the highest grade lumber possible? Everybody who also has watched my videos know that I'm always a big fan of saying you need to memorize and use the grading standards in the NHLA handbook. If you don't know the grade, how are you going to know how to improve your grade? We've got some boards here, and we're going to go through our process of turning facing better boards or boards that have defects of various kinds into Hobby Hardwood quality, zero defect, one face. And that's really the big separation between us and a lot of other folks. It's called pushing the grade. If a number one common is 67 to 80, basically 83%, and a professional grader can look at a number one common board and in his mind mark that board, instead of being an 82% defect free to an 84% defect free, that means that they just move that one board from a number one common category or grade to a face and select grade, and its price just went up. The lumber yard who's buying the wood makes money if they can drop the grade, and the sawmill makes money if they can push the grade. And all that's in that gray area. And that gray area is the area that we don't play in. Basically what we say, y'all can have all that grade arguing, all that borderline garbage. What we do here at Hobby Hardwood is we say our grade is either zero defect or at least way up in the high 98% one face. That's the plan. When I'm sawing the lumber, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. There's always going to be lower grade in a log. When we go through piles and piles of wood, we always end up with what we call our needs work pile. If you look at this board right here, the second one, you'll notice a little bit of sapwood, yeah, okay. A little bit of crack right there. That crack does not constitute more than 17% of the board. So this is, without doubt, a high-grade board. Let's look at this next one here. It's got a little knot. You can see it, the sun's kind of in the way. There you go. It's got a knot. It's got a little crack. High-grade board. So 4 out of 5 of those boards are considered facing better or high-grade lumber. And they'll be sold as high-grade lumber, but not by us. We're going to clean every one up until they are basically not better than 83%. We're going to clean them up until they're defect-free one face. By the way, that amount of wood you take off is called edge drop, even though it doesn't always come off the edge, and that is a loss in profit. He says, you and that camera again. Oh, you're warm. Woo, ooh, yeah, okay. So now you're gonna ask why? Why am I gonna do that? What's the point? And it comes down to something very simple. Well, actually 2 things pretty simple. I'm competitive as all get out, and I wanna be the best of the best. Or at least the best of the best, I don't know. The other reason is simple. Look, we're business. We sell a lot of wood. If you have the best wood, you can charge a premium for it. You got your industrial diamonds and you got your engagement ring quality diamonds. Which one's going to cost more? Because it's a higher grade diamond. Here's a hunk of maple. Let's see how many knots are on that board. None. Let's get over here. Let's pull out a hunk of ash. Let's see. Ooh, that one's slick. Let's see how many knots are on that board. None. Ain't no defects in that wood. So what are you competing against then as a business? Well, you're competing against other wholesalers, other lumber yards. You're also competing against retail. The higher grade your wood, the better you can compete against all of them. How many times you've gone to the big box store and you come out and go, man, that wood is garbage. Yeah, well, it meets grade. Remember the old grade? It meets grade. They're selling you graded wood. It meets grade. It doesn't exceed grade. It meets grade. Wouldn't it be nice if you went to a store that exceeded grade by a wide margin? How much would you pay for that wood? What's it worth it to you? Or more appropriately, what's it worth it to your customers? So we're going to try to clean this up and get this from NHLA Facing Better to Hobby Hardwood or HHA Perfect. You got to turn on the old phase converter, get on the old dust collector. Let's get this god awful ugly one out of the way. I ain't be able to do this and carry y'all around with me. It's kind of like an operating room, not that I'm a surgeon. So this board's got a great big old crack on it. We're going to take care of that. It's got one straight edge. You can see where it tapers down. First thing we're going to do is take this crack out. I need one of those helmet cameras. This is not easy. Too many operations. But the main thing is what we want to find out. From what we want to remove that. We want to remove that. And this is where a straight line ripsaw really pays off. And now you can see we have a perfectly flat board, zero defects, one face. This guy just needs a little edge trim up. Yeah. Basically, we made an edge so thin, tapered off the sawdust, but at least now we have a perfectly straight board. Right here. Take this, toss it into the dumpster. So we're at the planer. For those of you who know this, we call this the big gulp. It's a flattening planer. First cutter head is here. So it's just like the facer. It's going to reface the board. The goal is to bring it down to a polished 3/4 inch. It's going to face it, and then it's going to thickness it. We're going to set the overall thickness of the board to 3/4. So now it's moving this entire head up and down. We're at 3/4 of an inch finished height. So now the bottom cutter head is going to take a 1/16 off, flatten it. The top cutter head is going to take the rest off. It's going to come out at 3/4 of an inch. Let's start. And you can see it come out. See how flat it is on the bed right there? Perfectly clean board. mirror finish. You can kind of see it shining in the light. S4S, perfect piece of walnut. Damn. I mean, look at them glow. Gorgeous wood. Polished up, nice and straight, shining in the light. Perfectly flat. Look how flat these guys are. You can barely even see the line where they come together. All right, let's go turn the old Generac off. We took wood that was graded FAS and better, 83% usable. So it's gonna have 17% unusable by definition, right? And when people buy that, especially in high grade wood like walnut, all they see are the defects. We're gonna go ahead and cut the 17% defects out, and that way they've got a perfect board. We sell everything by the board foot. We're losing some, I get it, but the customer's gaining some, and that makes good customers. So anyway, we will see you guys next week, and y'all have a good one. Y'all have fun sawing. Thanks for visiting our sawmill. Click on the links above to see more of our videos.